Most of the regions where Christianity originated were under the Roman Empire and the Roman Greek cultural influence for decades. The Roman Greek culture worshipped pagan gods, and even the Roman emperors were worshipped equal to gods. The oldest documents of Christian life are Paul's letters, which predates even the Gospels by a decade or more. Paul set a precedent of incorporating aspects of Roman and Greek culture into the new cult, the several useful aspects of the ancient life. This helped the cult to be accepted and grow quickly. But we know now today that there was no one centralized Christian view then. There were many alternate views on the nature of Jesus and lessons of his ministry. There were different communities with different views on Jesus' life and his mission in different parts of the empire. Romans saw Christians as a similar community like Jews. Jews were tortured and their temple was burned the second time in 70 CE, which led to the migration of Jewish people to other places. The first recorded history of Jewish arrival in Muziris was after this incident. As the Christian communities grew, Rome took notice. Rome was going through civil war, and Christian communities were blamed for not pleasing the Roman gods, and they were tortured. The torture continued under different Roman emperors. The torture came to an end by the 3rd century as Constantine became the Roman emperor and he embraced Christianity. He was successful in bringing to the Roman provinces which were breaking away from the empire. He built a new capital city called Constantinople in the east of the empire. Constantinople is the modern day Istanbul, which is the capital city of Turkey. Acceptance of Christianity by the empire made it grow further. But controversies grew over the different views of belief practiced by the different Christian groups. Emperor Constantine intervened in the matter and called all Christian clergy across the empire to a synod, the famous Council of Nicaea in 325 CE. The council accepted the orthodoxy view prevalent at that time and denounced other views as heresy. The unrest precipitated by the heresies intensified interest in formalizing the holy services and offices. Doctrine and ritual came to be central around what is now known as seven sacraments. Church leadership fell into the hands of bishops, each of them oversaw a religious province. Those in great urban centers of the empire became archbishops. The head of Rome who stood out among peers came to be called as Papa. From this evolved papacy and the office of the Pope. The transference of power from Jesus to apostles and to bishops came to be called as apostolic succession. The bishops vied for control of the wealthy institutions. The Patriarch of Constantinople, who led a large and well organized community of Christians in the great capital city of the eastern half of the empire, was reluctant to take orders from the bishop inhabiting faraway Rome. Later, as the western end of the empire fell apart, it made little sense for the eastern citizens to continue obeying Papa, and the rift widened. By close to 400 CE, Roman Empire was split into Western and Eastern Empire, with the eastern half's capital being Constantinople. Eventually, the growing estrangement between bishops of Rome and Constantinople led to the division of Christianity into Western Catholic and Eastern Orthodox factions.